Hi, it's Bowman. Welcome to my lesson for Starting Line by Cory Wong. It's one of my favourite vocal songs that Cory's done, and it's a real feel-good number. If you haven't heard it, have a listen to this.
Set me up to burn out, I'll be driving, no money, surviving on love for the thrill of it all. Holding out for the taste of a secret I'm keeping, believe me. Can't keep still on the edge of my seat. Been kicking my feet on the starting line. Now I'm chasing the feeling. Showing up to the stage, let the crowd decide. Been working my game in a brand new light. Now I'm breaking the ceiling. I'm done chasing a dream from the starting line.
Okay, I've had quite a few requests for this one, and it is relatively simple to do, so I'm hoping this will be a quick lesson, but we'll give you all a chance to learn it and start playing it as soon as possible. If you do enjoy the video, please give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. There are also links below to my Facebook and Instagram pages. There's also a link to a donation page, and I'd like to thank everybody who has donated so far. Very generous of you all. I have just purchased a second-hand Canon M50 camera, which I've been told is very good for this kind of thing. I'm trying it out for the first time today. Don't really know what I'm doing with it yet. Haven't learned to use it properly yet, but over the next few weeks I shall be learning, and hopefully you'll see an improvement in the quality of the video. If not the material, which hopefully you think is good already. Okay, as always, there is a link below to the PDF tab, so get yourself a copy of that. Any questions or more requests, just let me know. Let's zoom in and we'll get started with the lesson. Okay, so for this song we're in the key of E flat major. And it's a relatively simple one in terms of the parts. There's the main riff at the beginning, which comes back through the verses and the choruses. And then there's some kind of funky accompaniment during the verse. And then there's the octaves breakdown in the middle, which is really good. We start off having a look at the main riff. First of all, let's have a look at the chords that are being played beneath it. I have put these chord shapes in the PDF tablature if you want to take a look at that. We're starting off with an A flat major 7 chord, to a G minor 7, to an F minor 7. In terms of these chords, A flat major 7, you might play it like that, but this is a very common voicing here. I just think it sounds nice for this track. G minor 7, you would play a full chord like that. I'm just suggesting playing the bottom E, D, G and B strings, then down to the F minor 7, back up to the G minor 7, to the A flat major 7, to the G major minor 7, to a C minor 7, you're at the 5th fret, to a E flat 7. So we are in the key of E flat, but at this point we're moving back to the A flat major 7, G minor 7, F minor 7, finishing up on a B11 chord, which I know a lot of people would call an A flat major chord over B flat in the bass. Technically I would call that a B flat 11 chord. Back to the E flat major. I'm playing that chord here, as you see shape, moved up 3 frets. So they're the chords that are being played under this main riff, and when we look at it you can actually see how they relate to the chords. So we're going to start off, we're going to slide up from the 4th and the 3rd frets on the top 2 strings all the way up to the 16th and 15th, so up the octave. Nice slow slide. Cory does this a lot, it sounds really good. And then 16th notes, we're going to hit that 8 times. Then we have an 8th note rest, so 2 beats, so the next downstroke, 13th fret, rest, scratch, 11th fret. So essentially we're going from here, 16th and 15th fret, to the 13th fret, to the 11th fret, all on your B and E strings. So 8 times, like that. So what we're looking at here, if you think of that A flat major 7 shape down here, these top 2 notes, so it's the top of that chord. Now you mightn't think that's very related to an F minor. What we're actually playing here for the G minor 7 and the F minor 7, we're adding the 7th note to the chord. For the G, we're adding the flat 7 and the 11th note. So kind of playing a G minor 11. So the band we're highlighting that, and then we're moving it down 2 frets to an F minor 11. Now you see those 2 notes? That is an accord, it could be anything, but when you listen to what the band's playing underneath it, and you add those notes on the top, it's implying an F minor 11. So that's how they're relating. And then we get this couple of scratches, and then this. So all on your B and E strings again, 11th fret, hammer onto the 13th fret on your B, 11th fret on your top string, 13th fret on your B, back to your E string. A couple more scratches. So that part. And then we're going to go back to the 16th and 15th frets, but this time, and only this time, changes in the chorus. We're still playing it 8 times, but the first time we're playing a fret below and sliding into it, which sounds pretty cool. So you're technically only playing that 7 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we stay at the 16th and 15th frets instead of going to the 13th fret, and then back to that 11th fret again. So those bars, like that. And then we have a little rundown. This is coming from the E flat major pentatonic. And we're just running down it. So 18th fret and top string, pull off to the 15th, 18, 16, 17, 15, 17, 15. All 16th notes until you get to that one is an 8th note. So you hold that for 2 16th notes and then pull it off. So timing wise, sounds like that. And then back to the 8 times, 13th fret, 11th fret, as we did originally. And we're going to finish off the phrase. Again, relatively simple, coming from the E flat pentatonic. We're going to start with the 13th fret of your E string, bent up, half a tone, release it, and then pull off to the 11th fret. It's not, bend it up first. And to the B string. So all together slowly. It's relatively simple. What is difficult is to play it at speed. It's quite fast, so that takes a bit of getting used to. But it's a cool little riff. Again, Cory using a lot of double stops with little licks thrown in there. It sounds very good. Okay, so the first part of the verse, there's no guitar. It's all kind of keyboards and the bass and the drums. But I have transcribed what they're playing for guitar, just in case you want to play along with it. And it sounds like this. Quite simple. It starts with E flat major. Here in this shape, I'm just playing the middle 4 strings for all of this. And then it's moving to an A flat major. Again, the middle 4 strings. The bass stays on the E flat. So I'm calling it an A flat over an E flat chord. And then we've got an A diminished chord. So all you're doing is moving your 4th finger up 1 fret on the D string to the 7th. But James Bondy kind of thing. Nice and easy, and then we come in with this little accompaniment on the guitar. So all this is, again, we're in E flat. So all this is literally just your 8th fret on your G string and your 10th fret on the D string. It's just about the timing and the scratches and the rests. So have a listen to it, count it through. That's if we put scratches in all of the strokes, so you can get an idea of the 1-eander, 2-eander, 3-eander, 4-eander, etc. But you need rests in there. But have a listen to how he's playing it. You play it with the rest instead of the scratches. The other thing you need to do is make sure you're palm muting this. It's quite muted and very clipped. You actually hear the live version on his new album. He's actually playing it with a few more scratches, so it is a lot more. And he doesn't stop at the end of that bar. With those beaten half of rest. Kind of plays it all the way through. So have a listen to the live version, play around with it. It's just a cool little accompaniment. It just fills out the song nicely. From there it goes back into the main riff. The only difference that I can see, and it's a very minor one, is the sliding in from below. Happens on the third time that we do that instead of the second time. The first time it repeats, we don't do the at the end, we just do the, and it stays like that. The second time he does add that in, and then it goes back to another verse. So again, first half of the second verse, no guitar, but you can be playing the again, and then we go back to the, and all the way through the main riff in the second chorus. So we then go into this kind of breakdown where he's playing some very funky octaves, just the guitar, and then it kind of builds up with the vocals and the drums and the rest of the band. And this is pretty much the only other part that we need to look at, and it goes like this. It's a 1-bar phrase that just keeps repeating, I think 24 times in total, so it keeps going. It's a good exercise to keep playing that for the full 24 bars to see if you can keep it in time. It sounds simple, but it's not, because you need to be spot on and keep this hand going nicely. And to keep everything in time isn't as easy as it sounds for 24 bars. It's a good little exercise, give it a go. So, playing an octave here, E flat. So the 8th fret of your G string, 11th fret of your top E string. Muting the B string in the middle with your first finger, or third finger. However you prefer to do it, but don't let that B string ring out. And then I'm using my palm to mute the bottom strings to make sure you don't get them through. Cory, I'm not sure how Cory does it. I'm assuming he's muting everything with this finger here to make sure you're not hitting any strings. In terms of the rhythm, you're hitting it once, there's a rest, and then 2 scratches, and then 4. So that first half of the bar, 1 E and 2 E and like that, and then a 3 E and 4 E and okay, so slowly. So have a look at each beat. It's a different rhythm on each beat, but you need to get that ringing through. Those 4 on the second beat quite really do ring through. Okay, so this one, it's good practice for your rhythm playing, for your right hand strumming and your muting. Break it down, take it slowly and build up the speed. But it's same groove, same rhythm all the way through. Like that. And that's pretty much the song. Goes back into the chorus and then comes to an end. So a nice, quick and easy one for you. I hope you've enjoyed that and got something from it and have a lot of fun playing along with the track. I really do love this song. It just puts a smile on my face every time I see it, which is always good, especially in these dark times. Very deep. Okay. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you again soon with another video. Thank you.